Hello, hello, hello. And good evening, and welcome, of course, to SCS number 355. So, today I don't have a co-caster yet, so we'll keep the music running in the background for now, just so the pauses where I don't talk don't feel as long and as silent as usual. So, we have 2 minutes on. I said we have 2 minutes on the clock. I'm very briefly. There we go. And yeah, let's take a look at what we have here. So, on the red side, we have Prudish Grove with the pilots Steam Brains and Bookshelf. And on the blue side, we have Chef Zedion's Potatoes en Gratin with the pilots Sputnik and FP Lambda. Okay, currently it seems we have a Stormbreaker Fish combination going up against a Breaker Junker combination. Okay, 1 minute on the clock. Oh god, I forgot to shut it up. I'm sorry. Let me first check if this works. It does. Good. So ships are almost locked. So Breaker Fish, Breaker Junker. Ships are locked, and don't worry, Travel. It's just that I'm not talking as loudly as usual, and yeah. And if you talk more silent, your voice gets lower. And also, I'm slightly pissed, but I don't want to talk about it. Well then, time is up for them. The additional 15 seconds are running. Oh, well, it seems that people are readying up. Very nice. We're off into our very first match here on Thornhold Throwdown. So, let me pause the music there. And, I'm sorry, you will have to briefly look at that wallpaper. I still need to replace that with a screenshot of some kind. Ship number 1. Oh, bright pink. It's the Weather All. It's a Stormbreaker piloted by Steam Brains. He's bringing Heavy Carronade on the right side and Get Double Banshee on the left. Ship number 2 is the Carazios. It's a fish piloted by Bookshelf with a Carronade on the right, Watcher in front, Carronade Flamer on the left. Ship number 3 is the Ron Tonkin, another breaker piloted by Sputnik. You have a Watcher on the right and Get Double Banshee on the left. And the last ship is the Prodigy. It's a junker piloted by FP Lambda. We have Flamer, Carronade, Flamer, Carronade, Flamer. Also, this is the same bird that he brought in the mini tourney. Okay. Seems like Thornhold will not stay true to the more common thing, and teams will actually find each other soon. Indeed, we have a spot already, and the Weather All is about to be engaged by the Ron Tonkin. It won't be a surprise though, as the Ron Tonkin gets spotted. Okay, the Watcherfish, Carazias. Carazias going straight for the Prodigy. And getting flamed. So the Flamer Junker getting flamed. I guess you could say that's karma. Weather All eating a watch there, losing some of their guns and engines, but they are immediately rebuilt. At least the engines are. And the Carazias changing for the Ron Tonkin. Ron Tonkin is broken, so is Carazias. And Ron Tonkin ends up getting ram killed by the Carazias, resulting in a first kill for Red, also known as Prudish Grove. Please, out of frame. First kill Red. Oh, and Prodigy. Well, not even that Rifts can save you. And they get and end up getting rammed into terrain, dying with spectacular fireworks. And yes, in fact, it's the 4th of July today, so I guess at least the my American viewers have something to celebrate. And all the others that don't celebrate can still enjoy the fireworks. Okay, Ron Tonkin has respawned all the way in the northwestern corner of the map, with the red team cycling around and up the eastern side. As long as blue team is a bit slower, they should find each other soon. Should blue team decide to move south fast though, teams might miss each other. Okay. Oh, once again, blue team going for the vertically split engagement here, with the Ron Tonkin staying down low and the Prodigy staying a bit higher. Yeah, there is hydrogen on Sputnik, and that is above balloon, so yeah, plenty of verticals available. Let me see. There we go. So, blue team deciding to move south, now spotted as the red team catches up to them, spots actually being exchanged. Shots exchanged. Karazi is already sitting well on the Ron Tonkin here, it seems, but now they're getting flamed and carronated by the Prodigy, with their Watcher going a bit everywhere except to the enemy, it seems. Karazi is almost breaking there, but the Mallet comes in for the clutch save. but it will still burn down. Carazio is double broken. Rontonkin almost dead here. Double broken and only holding on to a fifth of that perma. Now the weather all is in the focus, being firmly on fire, and also popped and broken as well. Rontonkin broken. No follow up there. Weather all eating a bit of follow up. 1/3 of their armor, perma is gone. Okay, seems the match has stabilized a bit, but they're all being caught a bit alone here, receiving a lot of flaming work, double broken, and losing a bit more of the perma. Now they only have half of it. Carazio's facing their rear towards the Flamer Junker here. But it seems that at least the main engine is game sprayed, but not the balloon. So Carazio ends up being popped, double broken actually. And it seems... oh, no, Prodigy almost getting the revenge here with the ram kill. But not quite yet. And Carazio is double broken once more. Prodigy actually drifting past, positioning themselves behind the Carazios. Whether all out of the fight, now coming back in. Going straight for the Prodigy. Seems they're smelling something there. And actually Rontonka needs a watch on. It loses a lot of their engines. Majority of the guns and engines is broken right now, and there isn't much left in that ship. Whether all back in the fight right now, getting their guns going on the Rontonkin. But being burned in return. Rontonkin is broken. And with that, those Banshees going in, they go down for the kill for Red. Now the Prodigy is alone on the field, but they are still completely full. And they are also drifting, so... losing all those engines is obviously a problem. But I guess with drift side they will be able to run further, but not like that. Slowing down will definitely enable Red Team to catch up, and now with a lot of guns and engines missing, I would actually say that the Prodigy will also go down soon. Yeah, I see no way they're getting out of this. Okay, perhaps there is a way to get out of this. Never mind. Oh, did the weather just teleport for anyone else? Oh. I mean, it's not like any of you watching here are in the lobby. So, blue team is firmly in the lead 4-0. 12 minutes 10 on the clock. But blue team is definitely... red team is definitely going into this next engagement with a tad bit of a disadvantage, as the Carazios is only holding on to 5% of the perma, and Weather all only holding on to half of it. At least with a Stormbreaker, there isn't much perma to begin with. Let me actually pull up the magic stats sheets. Shout out to Zetnas for doing that one. Where's Stormbreaker? Stormbreaker actually has the lowest perma in the game. Even less than Squid. Okay, Prodigy. Respawn spotted going straight for the Cassius, being well aware that they are very low. Ooh, but okay, ramming while Drift Sail was still active. Eating a watch on the way in, losing an engine and guns. And now it seems the Prodigy is a prime target for the Weather All. On Tonkin moving in. Carlasius needs to be careful not to impact on terrain there. While being broken. Prodigy broken as well. Eating a lot of damage. And they go down. So. Very first match is over. And it will be Prudish Grove obtaining the victory here with a final score of 5-0. Yeah, 5-0. And Prudish Grove will now move on to face SLL. And I see you once I have that assembled. let's go again. There we go, there is the lobby. As last time, I will keep the music going for now, as there wouldn't be much else going on, really. So, let's take a look at our lobby here. On the red side, we are now joined by the Steel Legio Lepidoptera, also known as SLL, with the pilots Mervyn and Moschelle. And on the blue side, we're once again joined by Prudish Grove. Thank you very much. Yeah, to whoever just uploaded me, thank you very much. Okay then. Timer is, of course, ticking down. No surprises there, I guess. And, oh sorry, blue team's pilots are, of course, once again Steam Brains and Bookshelf. And it seems that currently we will be seeing 1 minute on the clock. It seems that right now we will be seeing a Spire Crusader combo going up against a Spire Chromidian combo. Thing is, Daniel, I can't really comment on gun changes as I can't look at the loadouts. Really. Ships are locked. Oh, come on. Ach, scheiße. Okay, 1 minute remaining once more. Okay, so timer ticking down again. We see, oh, change to a Stormbreaker, quickly followed by a change to a Goldfish. Okay. And a change to Crusader. Oh, this is gonna be a close one. Okay, I saw that the bookshelf changed before the timer, I didn't call it. I mean, that's fine. So yeah, bookshelf, then is revert. Go. Everyone, please ready up. And I will give them a tad bit more time, as this was rather chaotic. Okay then. So, wait. Let me start the timer. There we go. Ship number 1 is the Chicken Morph. It's a Spire piloted by Mervyn with a Carinate Flame on the bottom deck and Artemis Banshee on the top deck. Ship number 2 is the Fifth Element. It's a Goldfish piloted by Moshena. We have a Carinate on the right, Watcher in front, and Cat Banshee on the left. But number 3 is the Dreamland Crusader piloted by Steam Brains, also in beautiful pink, with a right side Lumberjack Flak Hades and left side Watcher Flak Gatling. And the last ship is the Akeros. It's a Pyramidian piloted by Bookshelf. It's an Artling with top deck Gatling Artemis and side Flare Flak. That's a bit of an unusual setup, but I mean, we'll see how it works out. So, Fifth Element doing a long flank. Let me check. We have... No, he doesn't have Drift Sail, is what I wanted to say. Chicken Moth hanging around, now being spotted by the blue team and also being caught off guard, or rather, not off guard, let's rather say alone. Again, they get into cover here from both blue ships. And now the Fifth Element is spotted and in the fight. It seems like they're going for the rear of the Dreamland. But here you can very nicely see that kerosene is not moonshine. Chicken Moth going drifting is worth pointing out towards to the side here, setting up for the Akeros, it seems. The Element came in to watch the Dreamland, not to great effect it seems. And the Dreamland firing off another Watcher onto the Chicken Moth. Both red ships are broken. Chicken Moth suffering a lot, losing more than half their perma already. Fifth Element is broken now as well. Dreamland is getting bumped and is very much on fire. Fifth Element is broken once more. No additional follow-up. Chicken Moth broken. And Flux go in. First kill for blue. Oh, but Dreamland is double broken. So we might see another kill being obtained there. I'm not sure. I will try to keep the engagement in frame. Anyways, that is in fact the first kill for blue, also known as Brutish Grove. Oh, and... there we go. Okay, now I can finally kill the camera book again. But Fifth Element is not able to secure the kill on the Dreamland. So, 2-0 for blue with 16:45 on the clock. So, Dreamland has suffered a bit in that engagement. They've lost a bit less than half their perma there. So they currently have, I would guess 55 to 60%. The Akeros still unscathed. They only have a bit of scratched paint, but nothing a can of color, a can of scratcher. That's a not that works in German, but I can't translate it right now. Red team has respawned, with the Chicken Moth being immediately spotted by the blue team. Element unspotted, going around the side. Nope, not they spotted. Akeros is spotted as well. It seems the Fifth Element is going for the Akeros here. Oh, but they bumped the mountain on the way in, resulting in a break on them. But no follow-up. Only Gatling. Element now trying to pass by here. Being broken. Flags go in, but they are not armed, dealing next to no damage there. Now the chicken moth is in the fight. And chicken moth is already double broken here as the lumberjack from the Crusader is not messing around. Fifth element going straight for the Dreamland here, trying to get some good disables going, but nothing really gets disabled. On the Dreamland, that's the fifth element almost gets broken. Oh, no, might be that they got the edge over the Dreamland. But the chicken moth is not doing too well against the Akiras right now. Actually, never mind. Our Akiras is not doing too well as they are firmly on fire. And popped. And broken. With Banshees going into them. 3 of their guns missing. Seems like they're not having a good time. Dreamland is now coming around to save their ally. Getting the Watcher ready there. And they get it off. Akira's barely holding on in fifth element. Coming in to save their ally. Getting some of the guns of the Dreamland disabled. And now bumping the Dreamland to quite good effect here. Akira's now sitting in the face of the Spire. And Dreamland is broken. With Banshees from the fifth element going in. So that's additional damage on the Crusader. The armor of the Akiras here will definitely burn down. And they get killed off by the Flamer of the Chicken Moth. Dreamland now in a world of trouble as they are alone against 2 red ships, and there isn't also isn't much left in them. They're missing an engine, and they get finished off by the Banshees of the Chicken Moth. 2-on-2 with 13:10 on the clock. Okay, let's take a look. Chicken Moth only has lost more than half the perma right now. Fifth element has suffered very minor damage there. I mean, well, okay, now I want to throw a random fact around. Give me a second. Goldfish perma. If that is 10%. So you could say that the fifth element is currently, if you look at the absolute numbers, not relative of course, the fifth element is currently missing a quarter of a Stormbreaker. Okay, blue team has respawned, the teams have found each other, shots have already been fired. Like, fifth element once again leading the charge here, being double focused. And they appear to be they want to go past the Akiras, but don't manage to get past. Because Chicken Moth is broken. And already losing more perma there to the Crusader. Fifth element battling with the Akiras, and it seems the Akiras is in fact getting the short straw, but the Chicken Moth is not looking all too fresh as they are broken. They follow up not quite on time, but still they are in a world of trouble it seems. Element changing for the Dreamland? No, they're still on the Akiras. Fifth element eating a Watcher, sorry, and the Chicken Moth goes down, courtesy of the Dreamland. And I guess the fifth element will soon follow as they are currently in a double focus. But they still have all of their engines, so they might be able to run. If they want to, that is. Dreamland hydroing up here. And firing off the Watcher into the rear of the fifth element. Not getting an engine disabled, but getting a break. Lugs go out, but go a bit over the target. And fifth element. Looks like they will be able to get out. Heavily scathed though. Chicken Moth has respawned and is moving forwards to engage the enemy as soon as they appear. sorry. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, Akira's being shot at by the chicken moth, 5th element. Going for the Dreamland, getting some disabled, and Akira's actually missing 2 of their engines. Where the chicken moth is well in the rear. Dreamland is hammering them though, getting them popped. 5th element on the Dreamland, getting the Gatling going. And getting a break with the Banshee follow-up. Akira's double broken and still missing engines. Chicken moth double broken, and I think they're sitting. They partially look like they're sitting. Losing a bit less than half the perma. Never mind, that is more than half the perma. Dreamland gets rammed by the 5th element. Not too big of an effect. Akira's looks a bit like they are stuck in terrain, but only kinda. They are popped, they are broken. So they're also missing a lot of guns. And okay, yeah, they're definitely sitting on terrain there. Holding on to only that pixel of perma. 5th element handling. Okay, Akira's goes down 3-on-3. Dreamland being quite effectively brawled here by the 5th element, breaking them and dealing a lot of perma damage. There isn't much left in that Crusader. And now with the chicken moth turning their attention towards them, don't think the Dreamland will make it for much longer. And they go down. The 5th element was broken though. One sec. Sorry, there has been a request for a pause. And we are paused. Oh, also. They want to show stuff. Let me briefly turn on the music again. Okay. Lisa. Oh, was soll's. It's fine. Minutes aren't minutes here. Okay, blue team has in fact respawned there. But as we are paused, there's no movement going on, of course. 5th element and chicken moth are jokingly shooting each other. But, I mean, that's fine. We are paused, Steam Brains, I can see that. Okay, seems like their missing crew member has firmly disappeared. Okay. That's what I was waiting for. And we have another 2 minutes of pause. Surprise. And yes, we will have another 2 minutes of pause now. Take some looks here. So let's while we're waiting for the missing crew member to hopefully return, let's take a bit of a look here, more depth. Next engagement will be interesting. Definitely. I mean, all engagements are somewhat interesting, but this one I think a bit more, as you can see both the chicken moth and the fifth element are rather low in perma. Both teams have the possibility to win in the next engagement. SLL is directly at match point with 4 out of 5, and Prudish Grove needs 2 kills, but looking at the perma of the 2 red ships, that's feasible to achieve. Dreamland and Icarus are still at full health. They have just spawned, so they are still factoring ships. That is very much. Okay then. We are unpaused. Let me just briefly resume the countdown. There we go. Gentleman's pause was offered by the blue team, but declined by red team. And the red team is the one missing crew. But they just want to finish it, which is also a good claim to make. So, we have 7:40 on the clock. And we have teams circling around each other, sadly. Let me check. Also, for those of you wondering, blue team, also known as Prudish Grove, has the first kill advantage, but they're currently 1 point behind. Okay, blue team is moving north, while red team is moving around to the south and now also going north. We might see spots here. But no, don't happen. Kira's moving into between the mountains here. Now reversing. Dreamland is spotted. There we go. We have an engagement. And there we go, we have shots fired, exchanged, whatever you might want to say. Dreamland setting watch shots, same for fifth element. It seems like fifth element would just be focused down here, getting broken with Flux going in. 2 of the Flux connects before the armor was rebuilt, so additional perma missing on the fifth element, and now the chicken moth is in the receiving end of the Crusaders' fire, and the chicken moth goes down. 4 on 4. Blue team has first kill advantage. Not that we'll go into not that we will go into overtime here, but it's the same. And fifth element appears to have given up. I don't know how to comment on that really, as they were just sitting in front of the Crusader. Okay, but we'll see. So, fifth element having a smidge of perma left there. But it won't be enough as they go down. So, lag could have been, indeed. But with that, it will be Prudish Grove once again obtaining the victory here, and we find a score of 5-4 in their favor. And Prudish Grove will now move on to face the duelist. And of course we will be back once I have that assembled. once again. We're coming back. There we go. We have 2:40 on the clock, and in on my lobby here right now, on the red side, once again, Prudish Grove, pilot Steam Brains and Bookshelf. On the blue side, I'm joined by the Duelist, with the pilots Tears of Fuel and Renzen. Okay. And there we go, that's 2 minutes. Got not 40, 30. Come on. Oh, I will definitely be running out of music today. Yeah. So, we have 1:30, and currently, it seems we have a Corsair Corsair and Pyramidian going up against the Corsair and the Pyramidian. Ooh, I see the mirror match. I already see it. I see it happening before me. So, we are on Paradis Rumble, which is a very close match map. There's 1 minute on the clock. And it seems like people are doing the mirror match here, as they are already readying up, which I very much appreciate. And yes, you can very well start before the timer runs out. Okay, seems like we're going. Very well. Yeah, as I said, we are on Paradis Rumble, which is the map with the most lethal terrain imaginable. Let me very quickly down the timer, and then I guess I have to do quick call-outs. Ship number 1 is the Diner Blade, Corsair, piloted by Steam Brains. Watch on the front, Cairo, watch on the right side. Caro watch on the left side, Harpoon on the aft, and 2 is the Akiros. It's a Pyramidian piloted by... Sorry, it's Pyramidian piloted by Bookshelf. It's an Artling with top deck Gatling, Artemis, Side, Flare, and Flak. Ship number 3 is the Waiting for Majori. It's a Pyramidian piloted by Tears of Fuel. It's an Artling with top deck Artemis, Gatling, Side, Flak, and another Artemis. And ship number 4 is the He, or He. And it is another Corsair with a front Caronate, Gatling Watcher on the right and Gatling Watcher on the left, and a Flak in the rear. Don't do that, Cook. Don't do that while I'm casting. Perhaps, now that I'm looking at it. Yeah. Well, this is, okay then, it is how it is. This is a bit iffy anyways. Today. So, let's just run with it. So, the mirror match is real. And we have Watchers being fired here, Akiros losing the entirety of their engines, Waiting for Majority losing almost all of their engines. Also guns being lost. I do want to... wait, that's my story. Akiros is broken once more, and the aft flag of the He goes out, taking out a significant chunk of their perma. Dynablade now going for the He, disabling their front guns, but being shot at by the Waiting for Majority. Dynablade is broken right now, missing almost all of their engines and guns, but not and more than a third of the perma is missing Akira's being shot at by the waiting for Majori while not having their Artemis up being broken right now. But no flak follow-up, but I guess Artemis does the trick as well. As the Akira's goes down, having only a sliver of health left. That famous 1%. First kill for blue. Also known as the duelist. Okay. Dynablade, double broken, briefly sitting on terrain there. And reversing into terrain, it seems. Yep, they get stuck there. And now they will get rammed by the He, and with a bit of terrain assistance, they get finished off. 2-0 lead for blue. And blue team has suffered no perma in that engagement. 16:40 on the clock. So let's see. Oh, I always forget which team has which side. But I guess by the time that statement reaches the stream, they have already respawned. There we go, they have respawned. Ah, okay, and the red team has the south and western bits, while the blue team has the northeastern bits. Red team, spawning on the quote-unquote new spawn. Also, Moshenev, thank you for the follow. In the bottom right corner. Spots are out on the waiting for Majori there. Oh, yeah, that is a clear line of sight. Okay. Got the wrong chat, never mind. Okay, Dynablade spotted, waiting for Majori, spotted. Valkyros spotted, He not yet spotted. Soon. Okay, and Akira's and waiting for Majori are already shooting each other, with ultimate shots being exchanged. Wildfired Watcher gets the flag disabled. Okay. So okay. Never mind. And with the He coming out of the dead angle there, the Dynablade is already double broken, missing more than half the perma. Holy moly! I did more than I anticipated. But they got a Watcher in return, but there's only 5 of their guns and 2 of their engines. Waiting for Majori, pushing, fusing the Arcuros with the building, killing them off immediately. And now the Dynablade is getting finished off here. Well, that's 2 more kills in 30 seconds. I feel like I'm a bit puzzled. So yeah, 4-0 lead for blue. Still no perma suffered. 14 minutes on the clock. Ach. I'm just gonna stop bothering with private chats. That's just not gonna work for the match. So, 4-0 lead for blue. Red team has respawned this time all the way in the west. And now blue team has to go west. I hope that's not enough to get copyright claimed. And, okay, red team circling around the north, while the blue team is circling around the south. Both teams going clockwise. We have a spot. We actually have 2 spots. Blue team waiting for majority, charging forwards north. And we have another engagement going here. Dynamite already impacted with the building accidentally, it seems. But didn't get a bit of damage, but that should be fine. Waiting for majority. Engaging alone. And shooting. He, this time around, not being sneaky, getting spotted on their way in. It seems they'll still go for it. Nope. Okay, never mind. I stop. Oh, they are hydering up, presumably firing the Watcher into the Akiras here. And now they're waiting for a majority to going in for the ram. And with the Akiras being rammed into the building behind them, it will be the duelers obtaining the victory here. We'll find a score of 5 to their 0. So, the duelers will be standing in the finals. And now, you will be getting here SLL going up against Fresh Void. Now we'll be back once I have that assembled. And we are already coming back here, as I have been dragged over into the other lobby, which is just starting. There we go. There we go. And... okay, good to go. Stream is running again. Oh, shit.
Oh, wait, the simultaneous stream, I guess.
Yeah.
But-
Let's do it.
Hellfire, hello?
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Need a minute. Are you coming, Hellfire?
They already called for a minute.
Yeah, they did.
So... actually, let me continue writing. We have SLL, Red, Paradis, Moshana, and Mervyn. Have Fresh Void with Freddy and Raging Falcon.
This is where reffing, well, multitasking goes bad because I lose. Because I did not see it.
Yeah. Also, hello Harpy. Thank you for the, I guess, offer chat. I'm not sure. Okay, seems like people are good.
Falcon is a little bit.
Yeah, seems like Falcon is a bit confused.
Will someone do the time?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Cool.
Yeah. Lord, do you want to do a red team or blue team?
I don't care.
Then I'm gonna do a red team.
Great.
So, we're loading onto a Mist Mutiny. Prepare for Mist and hopefully no Mutiny.
What colour do you think the mist will be today?
Yellow.
I mean, there is a chance that this map spawns as the evening version.
Yes.
Oh, it didn't happen. Good. So, let's get going here. Ship number 1 is the Paradis. It's a Spire, piloted by Moshana. We have Caronate Gatling on bottom deck and Flak Artemis on top deck. Ship number 2 is the Chicken Morph. It's a Spire, piloted by Mervyn. We have Monitor Flak on bottom deck and Laser Flak on top deck.
And ship number 3 is Calzone, piloted by Freddy. It's a goldfish. The Caronate up front, and on the right side you have a Flamer, and then on the other side a Gatling mortar. And ship number 4 is the HMS Spite, piloted by Raging Falcon, which is a Hades, Artemis, and a Minotaur on the left side, and on the right side you have a Watcher, Gatling, and a Flak.
It seems like you already had a bit of a contact with the terrain, or rather with the crane.
Which one? And I'm also happy that you did red team, because that I cannot pronounce.
Paradis?
Yeah, I can.
I mean, what I always say in those cases is, if people want us to pronounce their names correctly, for me, put them in German, for you, put them in Dutch. And if we butcher them, well, your fault for putting something complicated.
It's fairly simple. Paradis.
I have dyslexia. That's the, like, I wish I could pronounce them. But the double R is getting confusing already, like, could be an M.
If you write it down differently, it will help with that.
Yeah.
If you represent it in different ways.
So, seems like teams are on the way of finding each other, as both teams have decided to go south to the only area on this map that isn't filled by mist.
I thought there was also yellow mist. But...
yeah, it's in the top right corner.
ah, I see.
It looks a bit like tar, but it's not tar.
Oh, there's some lag here, but...
Calzone is already broken, as
yes.
the laser of the Chicken Morph is on them, with the Flak follow-up going in.
3 flags hitting. into the hole.
Indeed. HMS Spite now taking the damage, Paradis as well. And Spite is dead! That's clear for red. Also known as SLL.
Calzone will be joining soon after.
Yep, definitely seems like it. With the flux from the chicken moth coming in, there isn't much left.
Or are they going to run away?
I don't think the laser will allow that. And there you go. There is the laser. And Calzone gets... Oh, actually survives for a tad bit longer, trying to get into cover. But the flux connects together with the laser. Arceus was broken, but as the other team's ship were dead, no follow-up. Very quick first engagement.
Yeah, 4 minutes.
3 minutes. So 2-0 lead for red, and only scratched paint.
Yes.
Seems like red team is looking to end this quick as they're already moving for the blue team's spawns.
Yes. Blue team has spawned in on the opposite side of the map.
And here you can see the, well, I guess on the day version it's black smoke.
Ah, yeah, the depressing
But
one.
on
I
the
don't
evening
like
version it's yellow smoke.
it. Yeah.
Now, if you look down this path, if there would be no clouds, this would be one giant sight line down the entirety of the match. But since we have fog, you can't see anything.
Yes, Scrowbeard, double spire indeed.
Oh, hello, Scrowbeard.
Yes. I do like it when SSLL is playing with double spire.
Yeah. I remember the first SCS I ever played, we got stomped by Triple L in that case with a double spire. Okay, and we have the second engagement going. HMS Spite is spotted and getting shot at and shooting. Chicken Moth going around the building here and now joining the fight. Calzone looking for them and looking for the pop, it seems. But getting stuck on the mountain. Careful not to fuse yourself with terrain, that's dangerous. HMS Spite is broken already.
And so is the chicken moth as well.
Oh, Chicken Moth actually is double broken. HMS Spite losing a lot of their perma there, but still holding on. Oh, another break being obtained.
And there's a flag.
Was that flag? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what it was, HMS Spite is dead. Calzone has the high ground right now. And Paradis is popped, so they won't be able to join the fight right now. But I guess the
Flags
chicken...
are missing. Yes, sorry.
Yeah, but the Chicken Moth should be able to end this engagement. I don't think the fish will be able to get out of this. Yeah. They lose their armor again, they lose their engines actually as well. Flags go out, but still holding on. HMS Spite has respawned all the way in the north again. So they might be able to get a drop on one of the spires if they enter the engagement quick enough.
I think it looks like HMS Spite will come back in. I don't think that's a clever idea though. There's
Yeah,
some
at this point, I would say it's a bit of a misstep. As the Calzone, especially with the two spires collapsing on the Calzone, they will die shortly. And then they are once again in a 2-on-1 situation for the final kill.
This is a meat grind.
Indeed. Now the laser of the HMS Spite is on... the laser of the Chicken Moth is on the HMS Spite, and the Paradis will just ram them out of existence.
Yes, and there you go. That is 5 points for a team. Who will do that?
Yeah, SLL obtains the victory and will move on to face Hoy, the Boston Tar Party.
Yes. Also, Morgan says, hello, lore and salad.
Yeah.
Hellfire's here as well, but he's very shy today.
Well, I guess if the two of us are already chatting, 3 would be a bit too much.
I mean, I don't mind being quiet.
So, SLS, SLL, you can stay with us, and to Fresh Void, thank you for playing, sure hope you had fun, and see you again next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Also, I see that Journey has returned.
Map is number 7, Northern. I see, I can mute. There you go, I muted.
We're back. Boom. And sorry to lose people. I forced.
Yeah, I've been forced to be silent. What's up, Henry? Bobby from the stream?
Is that the famous one?
The famous Bob in here.
The Bob
I don't have the famous Bob, but I have Sunstroke.
You have we have like trading cards. Like, well, I have Bob and Throw and Morgift, and you have this and that. It's like,
Yeah.
Combine them to make something good.
well, I have Daniel on my stream.
I have Daniel as well.
Like it's a duplicate card, okay?
Daniel's a common, isn't
Yeah. Oh, actually, well, I don't have Daniel. I have this weird dementia fella, you know?
I also have Squidness.
I had. I think I've been. Not sure right now. Anyways, we have the last minute on the clock. Also, I should probably mention that our teams at lobby right now are History of Icarus, the Boston Tar Party on red. That's our best fun and Captain Jan. And on blue we have SLL again, Occupied, Noshana and Mervyn. Almost. Well, none of yours and currently seems like will get a minute. And Mervyn missed the logo. Well, let me get the minute. Huh? Okay. Actually.
No, he's
Oh.
joking. Like, one looks a lot more.
Please don't make this the first match that before started.
Yes, Grillbeard, it's the picture of you holding the bottle.
Oh, Alpha, you're giving me way too much time. I'll force start right now.
I'm also too leaning into
It's maybe at the end. I think if you get lost in that one, it's really hard. Obviously, they should
for me today, this is the first lobby to be force started. If it force starts, so all the others were perfectly fine. Anyways, we're starting! Also, I just realized that my music was blasting at full volume the entire time, so you probably had nothing that Law and Hellfire said.
Excellent.
Good job, Saldari. Let's get going. Ship number 1 is the supercharged Firefly. It's a Pyramidon, but the best one. It's an Artling with Optic Artemis Gatling, Sight, Flak, and Artemis. Ship number 2 is the Baros Gabor. It's are you kidding me? It's a Pyramidon, but the Captain Jan Artling with Optic Artemis Gatling, Sight, Flamer, and Flak. What's on 3?
Ship number 3 is a Spire. Piloted by Scene with the Flak Artemis and a Minotaur and then a Gatling on below. And the Chicken Mouse, ship number 4 is piloted by Mosine, not Murin. Why am I like this? With an Artemis, Banshee, Carronade, and a Flamer below.
So Hellfire, can you start as a timer?
Oh, no. Oh.
Okay, we have people already meeting each other. Chicken Moth already broken.
The double
even
Spire
been
is quite
an
interesting on this build-up though, because it's against double Pyramidion.
Double Artling to be more precise.
One has no Carronade and one has no...
Is it?
or
Wait,
is
did
it-
I
no,
miss
no,
the
no, no.
carrot? No, it's both Artlings.
No. Yeah, no, it's both Artling. Like last time they played like this, and one had a Carronade and the other had a... Ooh, that's a lot of whole health. gone.
And that's Chicken Moth almost dead, but maybe the Parasiastus is able to get rid of that supercharged Firefly. It's not even been an hour and I can't already talk.
If you're
Chicken Muff
wondering
goes
why
down.
Yes.
If you're wondering why the timer started late, it was because I was staring down this middle flag on the Parasiastis.
Yes.
But that is a beautiful ram kill against the mountain. And also enforcing
Yes.
his enemy to position back to the wall.
That
First
was
kill
very nice.
for Red, indeed. Also known as History Vigorous, but SLL coming in with the more or less immediate follow-up. But seems
great.
like Parasiastis won't make it out, though. As the Barus Garber just got the high ground. And is able to rain down fire upon them.
But yeah,
Oh.
if I was on the SLL team, I would have screamed no. No two spires against two Pyramidians.
It's a very good hydro maneuver to escape the Flakox.
Yes.
Yeah, but now is the Barus Garber broken.
But the
Ooh,
double
Oh! Massive
It worked.
ram!
But there's the whole break, and that's a get kill.
so
Two
Yeah.
for red team.
had they rebuilt the middle flag, which for some reason they have, they might have been able to finish off the Pyramidian there. I think the engineers were busy elsewhere.
Also
Yeah,
seems
yeah.
my team is, sorry, my chat is supporting Mesogog, who is playing for Hoy.
Yes,
Yeah, he's on the Barros Cabal. He's shooting the Gatling, so let's watch out for the hull breaks coming from there.
So, Skull currently 2-on-1, but I would say that the red team goes in with a slight disadvantage, with the Barus Garber being almost dead.
yes.
I'm currently struggling to find a good knowledge comparison, because usually if there's like a sliver left, I would say there's one shiny polished screw holding the ship together, but that's a bit more than a sliver.
I would say 20.
Yeah. Okay. Next engagement is going. Chicken Moth already getting shot by Artemai. And Barus Garber being on the receiving end of Minotaur. Minotaur? No, Artemis. Sorry. Yeah, disabled's being exchanged here.
Red team seems to go to be focused on the Paradias.
Parasiastis.
Paradiastis.
Parasiastis.
Oh,
Paradiastis.
with a supercharged Firefly charging ahead, with the Chicken Moth charging in.
Barros Cabal is being completely ignored for a while. Hull break on
Oh, but
Chicken.
Parasiastis is going straight for them. It might cost the Chicken Moth the life. Nope, they managed to hold on, and the Barus Garber ends up getting rammed by the Parasiastis.
No, why does they need to ram? Stop.
I
Check
don't
out has it
know.
all broken again. No.
Oh, and
flags going up
supercharged
though.
Firefly is on fire and broken.
Ooh.
Oh,
Don't know
and
which
it
one
will
to
be the
focus on.
Barus Garber
Parasiastis
not
almost
going
coming.
down just yet.
Checking out his whole broken. Could be a kill there.
Which is Firefly as well. I don't know what engagement to look at.
Yeah, no, me neither.
And now, okay, now it's the Barus
Chicken
Garber
Moth.
going down
Chicken
again.
Moth.
Yes, of course.
Chicken Moth.
Yes, I bet on the right horse this time.
Yeah, I was looking at Chicken Moth versus Firefly.
Supercharged is about to die. There we go.
Supercharge
There we
is
go.
die. So yeah, okay. I missed the kill. That's perfect. Just split them, guys. Yeah.
That's why I have two streams.
Yeah.
So one of you can focus on one of the engagements.
But then we would have to coordinate Hellfire.
Like, you're basically screaming stuff anyway at each other. Yeah, here we go again.
Like 3 people, it's a bit chaotic. I should have joined you.
Well, now it's
fine
too
on my
late.
own.
You have been sucked into the black hole.
Oh dear.
But yeah, red team has respawned. Shots are being fired.
But no one really dares to go in at the moment.
Yeah. And this time around we have a bit of a turnaround of the situation before the previous engagement. This time it is the blue team having one ship very low and the red team being full. Okay, Paradis close to an armor break there. And it seems like Chicken Moth is under focus fire from the two Artemai. Never mind.
The red team is coming closer towards the blue team, together, hand in hand. And they're going to
Hand in
fully
hand
focus on
for the Chicken Moth.
They're going to fully focus on the chicken moth, which is all broken at the moment. Chicken moth is going up, but it didn't save them.
And now
it's
the
3-3.
Paradis is alone against two Artling. Force 3 on 3. First skill advantage for Hoy on red. Paradis is slightly, not slightly, ignoring the Varusgava behind them and not really being able to retaliate as they don't have the engines to turn around.
Mhm.
And they die.
And it's 4 for red.
Yeah, we have 4 on 3, 12:20 on the clock, and red team still has the full ships, or factory new ships, quote unquote, just a bit of scratched paint.
And how's Hellfire doing? How's Reffing?
So, I'm being very careful not to make any mistakes.
Amazing.
It's very taxing.
Is it?
I mean, reffing isn't all that difficult if teams are just playing along and kill each other before overtime and stuff. So
Actually, that's what I enjoy the most, when they're not going overtime.
yeah.
My favorite is overtime, obviously.
The problem is that you can bet that someone will complain about the decision you made.
Yeah. I've been reffing like for a few weeks now, and I never had an overtime happen to me. Even though I read about it, I kind of forgot about it.
I had it
So
happen a few times, and I mean, I also reffed that one infamous match where one team won, but then one of them died, and the other team was displayed in the victory screen.
Oh, yeah.
also, Happy Henny said that Hellfire, you're doing great.
Thank you, Happy End.
Well, so Happy is also in both chats, it seems.
Yes, that's good.
Appreciate your concern over my sarcastic comments. Actually, very sweet.
So, anyways,
Seems like we are back in the exact same position.
this could be the final battle. Battle?
I guess this will be the final battle.
I know, like someone can always like space out. That happens before. That happened. That has happened. I will not talk. Anyway, they right now both teams are peekabooing, as I would say it actually. Chicken Moth is all broken already. Like that's what they do. They peekaboo. They like go up, like stop each other, and then go back a bit.
Oh, but it seems Barosgabo is looking for a bit more than just peeking. Oh, never mind. They back down again. Too much to try briefly shooting the bridge.
8 stacks on supercharged Firefly, however the chicken moth hull has been broken again.
I think it was one Artemis really connecting there. So not
Yeah.
much follow-up, but it's a tad bit.
They did turn their ship to get the flak in, but that was too late.
Yeah, neither team making a move right now. Just going up, shooting a bit, going into cover again.
Ooh, and there goes chicken moth again, and the flags.
Ooh, and that
two
is a
hitting.
bit... that's more follow-up.
Only 2.
And it looked like, for a brief moment, like red team would actually be pushing, but no, they're not.
Yes, how far?
It's proving to be very difficult for the blue team because they're not really making use of all the guns they have. With a Spire, their hull gets stripped so quickly, it's difficult for them to get out without getting shot and to really focus fire onto one ship.
Yeah.
And it's difficult to get utility from a Minotaur, and especially from the heavy carronade against these ships. If they could just get a pop, Banshees are starting to do that to the Firefly. They might be able to do something.
Seems like blue team is making a move here, with the Barraskaba being below the bridge. They're moving over and forwards towards the supercharged Firefly, which is already hard reversing with Moonshine. And Barraskaba hydring up, getting to the side of the spire, in between the spires here.
And they've done this because the Gabber was going to be underneath them, and that's 1 kill more for red team. Blue team.
Blue team.
Blue team.
Oh, but Paradis is broken
That's
with
red.
the flux getting stuck in the chicken moth's balloon.
The chicken moth is trying to rush onto the Gabor. It's 4-4 right now.
And first kill advantage still with red team. Barraskaba's armor will most likely burn down there.
So what blue team has done, they did not really think about that spawn there, so they may have to do this kill very quickly. But they were just doing the waiting game until red team got bored and like tries to go underneath or goes up.
Yeah. Okay, Paradis is still also pushing for the Barraskaba, but the supercharged Firefly is now in their rear. Chicken moth ramming the Barraskaba?
No, you need glasses. Blue team has 1.
There were clouds in the way for me.
Fair enough.
That's why you fly through them, Sildarin.
To confuse the streamers?
to get a better perspective.
Yeah, SLL did surprise me with their ship pick and that they have 1.
It was an interesting maneuver there. The Barraskova were going low, trying to make a move, but also the blue team decided to send it in on the supercharged Firefly. And something that was really critical actually there was Barraskova obviously had to go back up, gain altitude. And I noticed Captain Jan burned his hydrogen, he turned it off, so that's about 3.5 seconds of hydrogen. If he'd put it on again after 2 seconds or after 3 seconds, then he'd have 5 or 6 seconds of hydrogen, and he really needed that acceleration. He needed to get up there.
So,
really
Historicos, thank you for
important that he
playing.
wasn't
I
so
sure hope you
afraid
had
to
fun,
burn.
and see you again next week. And for SLL, you
That
can
might have
stay
given him the
exactly
edge.
there.
They might have got their guns in arc fast enough to maybe kill the chicken moth. It's important that pilots are not afraid to extend the time they use hydrogen for if they need to move up really quickly.
Oh. Paradis Grove already appearing in our lobby here.
Yeah, why do I have the context thing? Like, they just watch stream and come in when.
Yeah, I mean at this point this is the only lobby running.
Oh no, like instead of using the context one, I just know that some of them are like watching the stream, and I just tell them via the stream to come along. Jeez, they works.
And 4 minute timer is live. Also changed the map, by the way, to Ashes Scuffle.
Yes,
No, Morgith.
Morgith? Oh yeah. So lore, you can attach yourself to Morgith. I will show the rest.
Yeah. Welcome, warrior.
So it will be Prudish Grove on red with the pilots Steam Brains and Bookshelf, going up against SLL with the pilots Moshana and Mervyn. Favorism detected. Well, Steam Brains, that's where you're wrong, because Law is not the ref.
I'm not a ref anymore.
Oh, Hellfire's refing.
Oh yeah, Hellfire, go. I will complain it. Why is Cook always like this? I won.
I mean, to people who know the context, it's very sarcastic.
It is, yeah, like.
But
just
yeah,
don't want to
I
partake,
can't believe streamers do this. No, totally cut. How dare you to have a favorite? Okay, but jokes aside. There are some changes here, mainly from the red team. Oh, I've seen that combination in the very first match.
From the red team?
Yeah, from the red team. Stormbreaker and Fish.
It's a very aggressive combination. And they'll be fighting into double Spire, it seems, which are pretty good against brawlers. But I think a Stormbreaker is almost one of the perfect ships against the Spire, honestly. Once they get that hull break, if they've got 2 clips of Banshee full, they can get a kill before a single engineer rebuilds the hull armor. And it's just an incredibly powerful ship. Aside from the killing power, it can control the balloon, stay above the arc of one of the spires.
Oh,
And
no,
it becomes
we'll be
dangerous.
closer.
Again, another thing that's good against Spire, we see Lumberjack.
Corsair and Pyramidian, and I presume the Pyramidian to be an Artling.
That's correct.
Who would have thought?
And it's another good pairing. Artling will definitely punish things that are low, and Corsair will force the ships to be low.
Okay, we have 1 minute remaining.
And now we see a laser squid and a junker, a brawl junker.
Ooh, that's 2 quick changes. Please call those. Thank you.
And this might prompt a heavy carronade on the Corsair here. Although they might stick with Lumberjack
likely.
and try and really focus on the junker from range.
Well, for now, ships are locked. We will probably see in a minute. But
I think Red are planning to take their advantage at range.
and Nani, ready up.
And realistically, if they can avoid getting into trouble with this laser and the squid, the red team should be quite strong. And the Corsair's got quite the powerful tool to do that. He doesn't need to pick any altitude, so he can force the squid to fly low.
Okay, and we are going. So we are going on to Ashen Scuffle. Well, it's a big map, but with long sidelines. Don't really know what else to say. And ship number 1 is the Dynablade. It's a Corsair piloted by Steam Brains. We have a Lumberjack on front, Gatling Watcher on the right, Gatling Watcher on the left, and a Flak in the rear. And ship number 2 is the Akiros. It's a Pyramidian piloted by Bookshelf. It's an Artling with top deck Gatling Artemis, Side Flare, and Flak.
Ship number 3 is the Bucket List, piloted by Mosine. There's a flak get on the.
Ah,
Oh,
there we go.
Oh, already impacting with Driftsay there. So yeah, keep going, please.
There's a flak get on the left side, a banshee in front, and a carronade and a banshee on the right side. Ship number 4 is the ferry moth with a flamer on the front, piloted by Maroon, by the way.
Laser.
Oh, there's a flamer. Oh, laser front, flak in the right side, and a gat in the back.
Also, both blue ships are drifting, and the ferry moth just almost died on the Corsair.
No.
Yeah. No, this drift mistake. Flying into the enemy ship.
Yeah, ferry moth almost dead already. And yeah, timer.
Coming up.
Ferry moth
And
gets
that's first
finished
goal
off.
for red. Oh, whoop. 15?
Add
I think
another
more
3
time.
minutes, please.
Because it wouldn't make sense to add 20.
Okay.
Bucket list. Where are they? Okay, they are here.
Awesome permit here.
Wrong. First kill for Morgith. Okay.
It seems quite strange here. Both blue ships are really struggling to use the drift sail today.
Yeah, and also seems that the bucket list is just
Is he trying to?
Suiciding?
He's killing himself.
Whom?
Well, he is,
took
but
no
since he
damage.
hasn't taken any damage yet, he just dies without any consequences.
I didn't see it. Oh, hell.
So, something I want to point out is that I've seen these exact ships from the blue team yesterday in the drafting tournament. In one of their matches against Canine Gamblers. I just don't know which one anymore.
Here we can see Mervyn trying out his drift sail.
Oh, I'm looking at Morgith, sorry.
Don't worry, I'm looking at the match.
Alright, let's go.
Okay, Fairmoth has opened up on the Dynablade with the laser poking at them.
Can they get a hull break?
Probably.
Well, if you can see on the well, top right, left.
It's very close,
Yeah.
but not quite enough work there.
Bucket list going in for the Akiros. And seems like they came from an unexpected angle, but they still end up in front of the Artling. Okay, laser support coming in from the Ferry Moth. Bucket list is popped. And but Akiros is very much on fire. And also impacting on terrain, and suddenly there's half the perma gone. Well, a bit less. Ferry Moth.
Jaxating the ferry moth might be popped here, but
Yep,
minions
not
under
quite
so
getting
much
popped.
pressure.
Akira's broken once more with the laser on them from the Ferry Moth and the Flux as well, but they mostly miss.
Flux coming
Dynablade
out late.
in the fight. Oh, Bucket List getting booped quite heavily there by the Corsair.
Ooh.
Getting popped. And also getting ram killed. But the Ferry Moth was able to finish off the Akiras. And now we have the Ferry Moth against the Dynablade.
Question: will they be harpooned? And the
They
answer
don't-
is
They don't. They don't have a harpoon.
yes. That is the answer.
Huh?
Do I get 10 points now? Oh, they have been hull broken? Oh, what shit's going in right about meow? No.
Ferry Moth is
broken again.
broken, losing a bit of that perma, but I mean on the squid it doesn't really matter if it's full or empty.
Oh.
Ow.
Does that
Oh,
count as
building.
empty?
And Buckless is saying hello, but retreating very quickly here. I think it's like the chimney, with the chimney.
It could have been the chimney or just the edge of the roof here.
I saw him scrape the ground.
Mm.
Okay,
The
bucket
roof,
list.
rather.
Firing off some random banshees onto the Dynablade.
It's in a very happy position here. Hopefully he was getting popped. He does not. Ferry moth spawns in.
But bucket list doesn't look very Doesn't look like they're in a good position right now with both red ships on them.
Watch
Oh.
you going.
If this watcher goes out.
Yeah,
Not the best watcher.
2 guns
Good
gone.
enough though.
Main engine out.
Curious
And
well on the bucket list. Break being obtained. And flux. 1 flak connecting.
You're just seeing him run around and this squid is not really achieving very much yet. Now he's got the laser on the pyramid.
The squid is in cover from the Dynamite. Well, not
Pyramid
anymore, but they were.
breaks
Hole goes in. Flex goes in the hole.
from both ships.
Yep,
That's
and
it.
the Akirus gets finished off again. 3 on 2. Red team still in the lead.
So they took their time setting up that, and now this Corsair is under fabulous pressure. The blue team is saying, no, you're not getting away.
Yeah.
We've got you surrounded, at least from this side.
Looks like the Pyramidians forsaken them. This will be a dead Corsair.
Yeah. So, Dynablade gets not yet finished off. They will still get a pop on the Ferrymoth.
And, you know, this is a game where anything could happen. But I think the squid can make it out of here.
Hmm.
Yeah.
For a time, it looked like they were going to get round, but
Yeah.
So if they
The
have a
Dynablade
harpoon-
gets finished off.
If they have a harpoon, I think it's a lot more chaotic at times.
3 on 3. First kill advantage for red. And 12 minutes on the clock.
Pyramidian has been forced to spawn here, but the squid's going a long way to look for it. He probably thinks the Pyramidian spawned earlier and is hiding, but actually he's just sitting at spawn. They do get a really nice angle of engagement here.
though the bucket list is not yet ready to engage.
Indeed, it doesn't have hydrogen, so it'll be a while for him to climb up.
Yep.
He's not in a bad position here. Banshee's going out into the turret.
Ooh,
Ferrymoth broken with tap with a follow-up going into them. Akira's broken as well, but flux from the bucket list are a tap bit late.
Look at this, has a big advantage on the Pyramidian here. Breaking out.
Akira's broken. Akira's dead. Match point for blue. Oh, but the Ferrymoth gets booped quite hard
Oh.
by the
Double
corset.
broken
Ferrymoth
squid.
double broken.
trying to go underneath, which is successful.
Well, I think they just fell anyway, and
Mm.
And now the
damage
Corsair
balloon could not
is
follow them
double
down.
focus, getting broken with flux from the Ferrymoth going in. Double broken now. And with flux
Solo.
from both blue ships coming in. The Corsair goes down and SLL obtains the
Solo.
victory. The final score of 5-3. I think, yeah, 5-3.
That's correct.
And yes, sadly Morgoth is now out.
Yes.
And with that, actually, SLL will be advancing to the finals. Ooh.
Take that, ref.
Again, going up against the Duelists. And yeah, do we want to just keep going?
Well, I think I'll take a leave here. And let you continue.
Well, then, thank you
The-
for helping us out and streaming the other lobbies.
Yes, you're all welcome. And yeah. Yes.
See you again next time.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. See you later.
I hope the viewers come to our channel.
And for my stream, you will briefly be sent to the music again while we set everything up for the finals. And there we go. We're coming back, everyone. Let me give you the lobby. There we go. It's time for the finals! Huzzah! And it will be between... On the red side, we have the duelists with the pilots Renzen and Tears of Fuel. And on the blue side, you've seen him quite a few times already. It's SLL with the pilots Moshene and Mervyn.
Indeed, Lauren, and you have some really interesting questions here, such as, will SLL be taking the double Spire combination again? Who is this pilot called Renson? I don't think we've seen him for a long time.
Well,
Will
I
the
guess...
ships... Sorry, I'm not done yet. Will the ships bang into some miserable terrain on this beautiful map?
Okay, are those all the questions?
For now.
Will SLL take a double Spire combination? Perhaps. Who is Renzen? Well, he is a very well-known SCS pilot that just has been on break for quite some time. But he's back, it seems, and he is good in very good shape, as in the previous match I had to do this in. They... well, at one point I struggled to keep casting because they killed both ships in 30 seconds. So, they're doing good. And what was the third question? Will people get rammed into terrain? Definitely. We have a Corsair on the field.
Will they hit the invisible terrain that this map is so well known for?
I mean, since a lot of the buildings we have on this map are from Paradis, and on the Paradis match they just did, I think, 4 ram kills throughout the entire... 4 ram kills, well, yes, I guess.
Yes.
Oh, God.
In terms of strategy, there's not really much I have to say. I mean, Spires are very vulnerable to Lumberjack.
And ships are locked.
Indeed. What will we be seeing
So yes,
more?
SLL will bring a double Spire combination. They have no choice at this point. I wrote it in crew.
There we go.
God. Fuck. He's ready up. Ah. I mean, it's not really necessary as if there isn't at least a little slip up.
Of course. We all try hard not to make mistakes. And usually they don't actually make a difference.
Yeah. I mean, let's give them a tad bit more time.
Would you pick double Spire into this Lumberjack Corsair, Lumberjack Magnate, Lauren?
Oh, that wouldn't be in the finals as a player anyways.
It's an interesting way to play it.
Okay, please hit the button.
Yes, of course.
I mean, in the previous SCS we played 3 matches. Lost, we won, and we lost. The closest I've ever gotten to the finals is not close at all. Okay, don't forget the timer this time.
Thank you.
Ship number 1 is the... It's a Magnate piloted by Renson, and on the left side we have Hades, Flak, Lumberjack. On the right side we have Gatling, Flak, Watcher. Ship number 2 is the Just Good Business, a Corsair piloted by Tears of Fuel. We have a Lumberjack on front, Gatling, Watcher on left and right side, and a Flak in the rear.
And ship number 3 is the Paradis. It's a Lumberjack Spire piloted by Mosin, featuring Lumberjack, Flak mid, Artemis right, and Gatling bottom left with the gunner. Ship number 4 is the Chicken Moth. It's a Lumberjack Spire also, piloted by Mervyn, with a Gatling mid, banshees on the sides, and we do see bumpers, impact bumpers, and rogue shoot on that
So,
side.
just to clarify, every ship has a lumberjack.
Correct. And
Okay, I will claim now that in this match, once the engagements really start, every ship will lose balloon privileges.
interestingly, we see from the blue side they're both carrying rogue shoot, which will let them shoot. They won't lose gun arcs as easily. Ship number two, red team all have claw, moonshine, and hydrogen, so they're focused on being more mobile and agile.
Okay, we have spots on the red ships. Parasiastus going for the just good business, and check him off as well, as they deem the not a threat, I guess.
They see ship between them. They want to focus it, but actually it manages to get through. Survives a pop. Chicken moth gets popped. And they're using the rogue shoot to slowly glide downwards. Just good business does get a pop by the lumberjack. We have an interesting engagement here. A beautiful pop through the clouds by Sage style. So we have the spies stacked in this one position, but it's extremely hard for the magnate on the red team to reach them.
Just good business getting popped, briefly bumping a bit on the massive pipeline here, but now they're dropping below into cover.
And the big question is, will they chase that ship down? And will they avoid the magnet? Because it seems really possible that if they shift their gears, they can get out of the magnet arcs and focus this. And that's what's happening. It's popped. It's stuck. It's bouncing. It's
Getting
all
shot,
broken.
double broken. And also partially sitting on terrain here.
And it's balloon broken again.
Double gatling going
Hull is
in.
rapidly dropping. Hull goes down.
And boom. First kill for blue.
That was excellent there. The position in the way that the magnet really struggles to get the lumberjack going on the spires. You had the Sage Teller popping the Corsair through the clouds. And
It's the good old game of shooting at boxes.
And that beautiful pop led to the situation where the spires could chase it down without being shot by the magnet. Risky plays by the red team splitting up like this. And it didn't work out here. Let's see how they choose to adapt.
So this time around we have engagement without clouds. Parasiastus spotting the... I say without clouds, and the clouds move in. Okay, but will be on the receiving end of the Parasiastus' Lumberjack and Artemis.
It's a nice disable with the Artemis. Not getting the lumberjack, but light flag still welcome disable. Magnet's gonna push into cover here, but blue team
Chicken Moth is well on their tail. Oh god, there's so many buildings in this area.
And this is how you want to play the game. You want to push your advantages when it's safe to do so. However, they're pushing too hard here.
Chicken Moth now finds the just good business. Moving around. Just good business already broken again.
I have to say this is extremely good gunplay by the shooters on the blue team. Magnet's being ignored a bit here. We'll see what happens.
Parasiastus is going for them?
That was a tough
Not
round
really.
by him. It looks like he's trying to ignore the magnet there. And actually, he's almost successful in this. He gets by without getting popped. Corsairs, and there's so much pressure here. It's being popped by the Chicken Moth. Parasiastus has arc on it. And again, the magnet's too late to support. Hull goes down on the Corsair.
Follow-up does go in.
Broken.
And Just Good Business only has a quarter of that perma left.
And the magnet's pounding the Chicken Moth here.
Yeah. Magnet is back in the fight. Chicken Moth is double broken and sitting, but the Corsair goes down.
And
Chicken Moth closely follows. Now with the Parasiastus against the Magnet here. And the Magnet opens with a good watcher here, disabling almost all of the Parasiastus guns, getting the armor break, and also getting the follow-up in.
We see the engines extremely damaged. This ship is not going to escape easily, but it does have options. Let's see what he does here.
Oh, Corsair has respawned right behind the Parasiastus. Now they will end up in a double focus.
That was a beautiful pop again on the magnet. It wouldn't be able to follow it down, but the Corsair spawning in behind really ruins this for the Spire.
Yeah. Seems like he's trying to go for the gap in between the buildings here. But I don't think it's gonna happen, especially since the gap he attempts to go into
is
too narrow.
not a gap which you can escape. It's more a hiding hole.
Yeah. The Paradis is still holding on, even though the magnet attempts to push them into a building, but there we go. So yeah, I will briefly show this. You can go through this, yes, but there's nothing to go to on the other end.
Then it's not going through it, it's going into it.
Yeah, there's another building here. Oh, this is better angle. There you go. So you see, you can go hide there, but you can't escape through there.
You just stick yourself in a corner.
But actually, something I want to point out, you can see there sometimes these tunnels in the buildings here. You can fill a judgment into those. And you can, as long as you don't mess up your entry too badly, you can just charge through those without much of a problem.
It is quite something.
And if you're really daring, you can even turn your judgment around in them.
We see blue team here fighting in a more open area. I don't think that's to their advantage. I think they want
No,
to do what they were
Chicken
doing
Moth being the only visible ship at the moment, getting pounded immediately.
Before they were able to get really good double focus with their guns on one ship whilst avoiding the arcs of the other ship. That's why they were largely being successful here. Moving into the open area.
Okay,
makes it
magnets
a
moving
lot
forward.
easier.
That's good
Moving-
business.
Sorry.
Hydrate? That looked weird. Whatever. Magnet now going ham at the Paradis while the Chicken Moth attempts to go around the corner of the building, but now stops and is awaiting a Magnet.
Yeah, as I was saying, here in the open, it's a lot easier for red ships to get shots, and that's when they'll start winning the engagements.
Yeah.
Pressing in here with the magnet. Chicken Moth wants to return fire. Can you put enough pressure on?
Chicken Moth double broken. So is the Magnet. No follow. Oh, actually, sorry. Follow up on the Magnet there.
Did it touch the ground? I'm not sure. So we're seeing these lumberjacks tenacious, popping both the spires, keeping them both popped. The Corsair's doing so much work on its own here.
Yeah. Corsair gets popped.
Now the
Chicken
Magnet's
Moth
also
double
shooting,
broken. Paradis is missing. Sorry.
and Chicken Moth is going to go down here. There's
Yeah.
no way he escapes. It's touching the ground, these balloon popped.
And he's dead. Paradis was briefly broken. But no additional follow up there. But he is now alone against both red ships. So there's no way they're gonna escape that.
Hades going into the balloon, they just need him popped. He's gonna die.
Paradis is popped and they go down. Also, Xig? I honestly don't know how to pronounce your name there, sadly. When I'm saying you can fit a judgment to those, they might seem big, but if you actually look at them, if you're on the approach, they look really small. Okay, back to topic. We have 4-on-2. Red team in the lead. Blue team has first skill advantage. 10 minutes 15 on the clock. The Magnet has suffered perma damage there. They are missing, I guess, roughly a third, maybe a bit more. And blue team has respawned with factory new ships all the way in the north.
Now the question is, will the red ships move into the worst position and try and assault onto the blue team? Looks like they're trying to do that.
Okay. Who's shooting the lumberjack? On the Corsair Sly, being a bit over ambitious perhaps. Trying to shoot through buildings at 1.5 kilometers. Roughly.
But it's all in the name of action, you know, you've got to shoot. But red team are moving closer in the name of action.
Yeah.
Maybe the Magnet has a good engagement here.
Magnet coming in from the side. Chicken Moth getting popped. turning for the Magnate. Corsair now moving forwards, getting their angles going again.
Indeed. Then the blue team needs to reset this. They need to be able to make sure they're ready to shoot and ready to focus on one of the ships.
Oh, Just Good Business actually briefly, slightly getting stuck on the pipe above them.
It's good pressure on the Corsair, and the Magnate's putting good pressure on the Chicken Mafia.
Just Good Business
Corsair's hull
gets broken. Where's this pop? I don't know what engagement to look at.
We see a Huacha onto the Spire. Yes, we see a Huacha onto the Chicken Moth and a hull break. Chicken Moth is ramming the Magnate into the building and trying to force them to stop shooting, trying to damage them, even though their guns are disabled. Chicken Moth is, however,
Chicken
broken.
Moth
It loses
is
most of its perma.
Yeah, it's very low. Magnate low in altitude, scraping along the floor.
He's trying to get out of arc of the Lumberjack. Is he able to do that? The Lumberjack's disabled by the Huacha.
Chicken Moth
in
is
deep
broken
trouble
once
here.
more.
Flags go out, but that's a double rebuild or a triple rebuild. Very good from the engineers on the Chicken Moth.
Yep,
Meanwhile,
and Parasiastus got the upper hand against the Just Good Business, it seems. The
hold
Chicken
up on the
Moth
Chicken Moth.
gets finished off.
Indeed.
Ooh!
That's an interesting fight there. These are 1v1s that are definitely a really close skill matchup. It could go either way, and it's down to pilots just escaping arcs or gunners getting that lock the gap up or shooting at exactly the right moment. It's about engineers getting the rebuilds, and it's a really intense fight. Good to see.
Yeah. So, and with this match, will be the Duelists obtain the victory in this specific match 5-2, and also obtain the victory overall. So, congratulations to the Duelists for winning SCS number 355. And yeah, I think I saw some really good matches tonight. So. Okay, also here, congrats to the Duelists for winning SCS number 355. I sure hope you had fun playing, and see you again next week. Also, contrary to what I've been saying the entire evening, I actually won't be there next week, as I will be on holiday.
GG's, and thanks for reffing.
So yeah, thank you to Lord of Spades, obviously, for massively helping me out here by running the other lobby. Thanks to you, Hellfire, for keeping me company for these final matches and also reffing for me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And yeah, I guess thanks to all the players for playing. And sticking to the rules, more importantly. And yeah, do you have anything really to say, Hellfire?
No, I hope that everyone has a great restful week ahead, and we'll see you next STS.
Yep.
Or Crucible if you're there.
Yeah, it's actually Crucible. Yeah, I mean, I haven't done that in a bit, but I will briefly touch on two events. First of all, first one is obviously Crucible, Sign Up for Crucible, happening every Saturday at the same time as SCS. And if you are relatively new to the competitive scene, Crucible is your event to start, as it is a semi-competitive event intended to be open for everyone. So you can come if you have a bit of a clue, and you can also come if you are a major pilot like Hellfire. And yeah, it's just a good place to get going, to get in the competitive scene, get your first steps, and have a fun time. And the other event I want to touch on is the Black Flame Academy on Tuesdays, which is intended for everyone that has no or almost no clue. And it's a teaching event, and every 2 weeks, we have a ship that we focus on. Next Tuesday on European time will be the Magnate. So, and if you have no clue what you're doing, if you want to learn Magnate in specific, or just want to learn in general, have a fun time, come along at Tuesday at 8 PM Central European time, or 6 PM UTC, and learn something. So, guess that's it.
Thank you very much.
And yeah, to the viewers, thank you for watching. I sure hope you had fun, and good night.